Hello, everybody. Welcome to our next segment of the weekly webcam series known as the Greatest American Hero Wednesdays. I'm Mikey of MikeySuzeFour channel, and I know I normally start this at 1 p.m., but from now on, I'm going to start it anytime between 12:30 and 1. And let me explain that. If I wake up before 12:30, I'm going to do it right at 12:30 because I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I know what episodes I need to do next and so forth. So usually anytime just after 12:30, I will start. If I get up uh, when I'm sleeping, and if I get up just after 12:30 and it gets close to 1, then I'll do it at 1 o'clock. But I am going to do it anytime between 12:30 and 1 from now on. That's just it. So I'm sorry, Gorilla, if you're upset or if you're just going to playfully yell at me again, it's okay. I usually have a lot to cover in a limited amount of time because I just got my birthday cards today. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Aunt Pat and Uncle Justin. I love you all. I love all four of you. I got really emotional. Okay, my parents and my uh and my aunt and uncle, and they're my godparents to my brother Philip. Philip, I love you. Bernadette and Elizabeth, I love you. All the family, all the cousins. It just got really emotional today. It hit home. This is my permanent home. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Suzanne. I love our kitty cats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu, who are both sitting here staring right at me because I'm going to lose it. I'm sorry. I miss home. And I just, every once in a while, I'd like to go, just fly down whenever, go visit mom and dad for a couple days with, Suzanne and the cats. But I can't just do that anymore because I'm on a limited budget. I live here and I'm safe. I'm secure. So I don't have to travel anywhere else right now. I've done all my traveling. I've done all my traveling. I'm done, and I'm just, I just want to stay here in this country. I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy my time away from working because I worked really hard in my life. I busted my hump for 35 years and now I'm finally happy. I don't have to work again. I don't have to do anything. I just have to look after my health and make sure I'm okay. And I'm doing good so far. And when I finally get my Canadian ID, I'll be official. And when I get my passport, then I'll be fine. So, but I'm working on it. It's just all this damn pandemic shit, everything that went down. So, I'm sorry. I was really emotional today. I really was. It really hit home for the first time in a while that I won't be home again. I won't be in the United States again to see my folks for a very long time. And I just hope I don't lose them. Because if I lose them, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I told my beautiful wife, I said I'm gonna lose it. She's here for me, thank God. Yeah, she's not just my wife, she's a minister to God. The Universal Life Church. They work with the Catholics. But that's irrelevant, okay? Because it's a religion, whatever. The important point is that she's here for me. And she will be here for me for whatever happens to me. If I go down and lose it completely in an emotional well, she's going to climb down that well, grab me out, and bring me back up. She saved my life more than once. I can't even begin to tell you folks how many times she saved my life, literally and figuratively and physically. Just yeah, gorilla, I'm early. Yeah, yeah, big ape. I love you, brother. I love you. Um, yes, I'm early, so I'm sorry. I just had to get a few things out today. So, so again, thank you so much for the gifts, Mom and Dad, and Aunt Pat and Uncle Justin, and the families. Thank you, everybody. I know it's been a tough road these last few months, losing, Susan and Art before that, and our family members we lost, Donna, Art, they're gone. Everybody's gone. I know it's been difficult for everybody. So believe me. And then when you told me that Art was, that um the other our friend of ours, Dennis or whatever, gone, a few months ago, and just it's been rough. It's been extremely rough, and the people we've lost here on YouTube is just adds to it. Just it's a building ever since October when we first lost Cardinal Sin. Okay, so from October until now, which is going to be almost a full year, Susan and I, 40 people dead in our families, our friends, our acquaintances, and the people we knew here on YouTube, mentors to me that helped me get to be where I am now. Yeah, every one of them gone. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you anymore. I don't know where I stand anymore. But what I am trying to let you folks know is that despite of all of our hardships and despite what we go through, Suzanne and I are going to keep this channel viable. We're going to do whatever it takes. And with the help of our friends, Gorilla here, and in Minnesota, my friend Jay in Louisiana, my friend Jason in Michigan, uh, Moira Kitty in Oklahoma, uh, Raquel in Texas. I mean, whatever needs to be done, we're all going to work on our channels and this channel together as we work together as a family to make it viable, to make it the best possible safe place. This is real, okay? This is real. Anything out there, anything else beyond our family, including Gorillas, anything else beyond Gorillas channel, our channel, Resolute, any of them, anything else we have out there is bullshit. Everything else is bullshit, okay? What we have in our family, the people we know, that we know here, is real. So I'm telling you, anybody out there, okay, that is thinking of subscribing to channels or just going to someplace and want to feel okay, you can come here and feel real. It's all real. The emotions are real, heartfelt emotions. We care about our people here. We do. We really do care. That's what I'm saying. It's important. Okay? It's important. There's no I can't think of anybody else, other than our family community that we've established, our families that we've established, our friends. And this will be the best places you can come. I will recommend Gorilla's Place. I'll recommend Resolute Germ's place. I'll recommend Moira Kitty's and Raquel's place, Curtis Selby. I will request any of those. If you tell me, I will tell you where to go. That will be the best places that you can go to and have a good time. If you need to, just get rid of 2 hours of pain. If you've gone through a terrible week, a shitty day, whatever you've gone through, I will tell you the people's place. I will highly recommend those people's in our family, in our community family, to go there and enjoy yourself. And you'll never be second guessed. You'll never be bullied. You'll never be pushed around. You'll get your say. And you'll be able to say something on there. And they will treat you like a person because none of these other YouTube channels that are out there that are so chaotic treat you like shit. They treat you like crap. They really do. So anyway, I know Gorilla says I'm early, and Brad Wolf, it's good to see you, my friend. Oh 07, he says hi, Mike. So it's good to see you both, gentlemen. And we got 2 likes. We got 3 people watching. So thank you. All right, let's get to this. I think there's a lot of material today, so I want to try to get to this as fast as or as quick as possible. And then I'm going to try to take a nap today or try to rest. Okay, so the first one from season 2, episode 7 is called The Lost Diablo. It came out on Wednesday, December 16th, 1981. It's where Bill, played by Robert Culp, learns of a lost gold mine and tricks Ralph and the kids into helping him search for it. And that's supposed to be the name of the mine, is the Diablo mine. I guess it's named the Devil Mine for a reason. Yes, Diablo is devil in Spanish. It was directed by Lawrence Doheny. That's Doheny. Stephen J. Cannell and Juanita Bartlett wrote it. And of course, it has your usual suspects: William Catt, Robert Culp, Connie Selica, Faye Grant, and Michael Pare. It has John Miranda as Fletcher Casco. Frederick Downs plays Pop Casco. Let's see. Paco Rodriguez plays Don Cervantes, who's one of the other kids. Jesse DeGoin, of course, plays Siler Johnson. Joseph Whipp plays the sheriff. Let's see here. Yeah, not many recognizable faces in the group there, but Bill Quinn, I guess, as Harlan Blackford is one. Okay. Alrighty, let's go to trivia. Oh, stop. Okay. All right, this is the first time that Connie Selica Pam appears after she gave birth to her son, uh, Gib Gerard, with former husband Gil Gerard. Now, at the time of this show, gold sold for about $400 per troy ounce. They found 20 ounces for a total of $8,000. Divided among 10 people would be $800 apiece. What's more, if adjusted for inflation, it would be equivalent to $2,500 for each person today. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, now we have the goofs. Okay, there's about three of them. So in continuity, Ralph's hairstyle while flying is completely different from the rest of his scenes because the flight sequences were stock footage. Oh, wow. Okay. And then incorrectly regarded as goof, Bill said they found 20 ounces of gold. Now, at $250 an ounce, that would be a total of $5,000 to be divided by about 10 people or $500 per person. And in the plot hole, it says it's impractical when out in a desert to remove a bus engine and have a group of high school students put it back in. It would have been more sensible to take just the battery or distributor. That makes sense. Alrighty. And other than the Believe It or Not theme song, there is a made up song written by Stephen Geyer and sung by Joyce Scarberry called Pieces of Gold. Now, there was a song around that time also sung by, well, not also sung, but sung by Dan Fogelberg, and it was called The Power of Gold. Yeah, very good song. I really like that one, The Power of Gold, right around that same time. That's ironic. Okay. Now, all of the cave scenes were featured in one location. It was at the Bronson Caves in Bronson Canyon in Griffith Park outside of LA. The actual address is 4730 Crystal Springs Drive in Los Angeles. So cool. All right. So we'll go back here with this episode and then we'll check the chat and we'll go to the next one. Okay, now this episode got 6.4 out of 10. Because it was in such a crazy cave dwelling area there in Griffith Park, there's a number of caves. They're all over the place. So you could get lost in those caves in Bronson Caves. I do remember reading about that. Some kids did get lost in there, and one of them didn't make it out. They died, and then later they found their bones and stuff. They died of dehydration. They didn't have enough water, and they got lost. It's a maze. It's a whole maze of caves in there. Um, so I do recall reading about that. But as far as the episode itself, it's okay. It's not a great episode, but I mean, 6.4 is fair. I would have given it a straight C. So for me, probably about a 3.4 out of 5. C being the 3, right? 4 being the B, and then 5 straight up A. So, yeah. So I gave this a 3.4 out of 5 stars and a C grade. I gave it about a steady C. It was all right. Not one of the best episodes, but I did like the fact that they tried to find this gold that was there. And they couldn't find it. Oh, Mike, you missed it last night. We got LDG bad. He might have. Oh, Might have cracked a rib from laughing, so you might have cracked a rib. Oh, okay. Well, you know what, Gorilla, I'll watch it. Okay, I'll rewatch it a little bit. Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, I had my own surprise stream last night, Gorilla, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I missed yours, and I'm sorry you missed mine, but it was open to our subscribers, an open panel. We did have Anchorman. We had Raquel, we had um, Sifdan, and we had my brother Jay. Jay Aldrich was there last night. So, and then my wife was watching over Suzanne. So it was nice. We had some people, and we finished with 15 likes. So we did pretty good. Yeah. But I will check out yours later. I will. We're still having problems with Jim's Landscape LLC #1 Commodore Creations, apparently. He's in the chat and I can't even see him. Not even a sight. I don't know what like I said, I unblocked him. We had our result. We resolved our differences. Everything's done, but I don't know. I don't know why StreamYards hates him, or I don't know why YouTube hates him on my channel. I'm not sure why. Bradwood says, "Are you okay, Mikey?" Yeah, I'm all right now, sir. I just had to vent. I just had to get some things out. I finally got my birthday card, from my folks today, and a birthday card, a really nice one from my great aunt and my great uncle, and I just got home. I missed home. I miss home. I've been here for 7 years now, officially since September 8th of 2017 is 7 years, and I haven't been home in 7 years. Down there where I lived last, in Arizona. So it's been real difficult. Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube, and one of our best friends. Hello, everyone. She says, "Sorry, I'm running behind. It's okay, sweetie. You're totally fine." And I did mention Jim's Landscape. Hello, Jim. I'm sorry, I'm not being able to see you in there. If sometime today you can get me into LDG, maybe we can fix it. Okay, I don't know. But you do come up on my. So when you come up on my, if you're able to come up on my future panels, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So Connie says, "Hi, Jim. Hi, Mikey." And Curtis Selby, the tired midnight blogger brother. Hey, Curtis. Howdy, Mikey. He says, "Hi, howdy to Gorilla, Brad, Jim, and of course, Connie Cleary." And yeah, it's a good theme song for the show. Believe it or not, it's just me. It is Brad. Yeah. Howdy, Curtis Selby. Connie says, "Hey, Brad." And Gorilla said, "Yeah, oh, Mikey, you missed it last night. We got LDG bad. Might have cracked a rib from laughing so hard." I will see that, sir. I will. I'll go and do a rewatch of that. Gorilla says, "Hey, Jim." Connie Clear says, "Hey, Gorillas." Gorilla says, "Hey, Connie." Oh, and happy birthday. Thank you, Connie. Yeah, my birthday's coming up in about 4 days. Thank you. Um, Gorilla says, "Curtis, are you stalking me? If you are, that's spectacular." Yeah, he is. Bradwood says, "I have family in Ohio. Yuck. And sending letters and cards there get delayed at least a month. It's so weird. But Mikey, I'm happy you're able to go home for a while." Um, why I haven't been able to go home in 7 years, my friend. So it's very tough. The last time is no 8 years. The last time I saw my mom and dad was Christmas of 2016. That's the last time I saw any uh actual visual talking to them, my friend. So my brother. So yeah, it's been 8 years, almost 8 years now. It's been a long time. JPRPH1. Hey, how are you, JPR? He says, "I'm getting ready for work here, so I can't stay. I thought I would just say hello to everybody." Well, it's good to see you. And hi, JPR, waving to you. Hey, JPR, thank you for coming by last night. Appreciate you being there in our chat. Thank you, sir. Brad Wolf also too. Thank you. He says Brad Wolf says, "Hi, Connie. Hi, Curtis." Brad Wolf says, "Hi, Gorilla." Bradwell says he's currently making oatmeal cookies, so I'm a bit distracted. Guess what, Bradwolf? I have an entire cheesecake of different flavors waiting for me for my birthday, and I still have a jar of strawberry topping. So goodbye, diabetes, at least for a couple of days this weekend. And she's grabbing some more stuff. Like I said, we just got our birthday cards for me. So Suzanne went out. She's going to go and get some a special dinner for me on Sunday and special desserts and other things. So I'm really looking forward to that. Gorilla says, "Hey, Brad." And Connie says, "Hail, JPR." And Curtis says, "Ah, Gorilla. Yeah. Sadly, I'm stalking nobody. But if you know any females that would appreciate some good stalking, let me know." And Curtis says, "Have a good day at work," to JPR. Yes, have a great day at work, JPR. In fact, here, I'll send you some hundreds. I know they're virtual, but some hearts, some laughing, some early birthday. I can't do the and I'll go with the stalking question. There we go. I sent that to everybody. And Gorilla says, "Curtis, just go on your local Reddit." Yeah. And Brad says, "Hi, JPR." Okay. All right. So the next episode is called Plague. It is called that. I'm just going to say it once. It's season 2, as I said, still of TGAH, and it's episode 8. This one got a little bit higher grade, about 7.3 out of 10. And this came 2 weeks after the last episode because they skipped Christmas. I think that's because of the football playoffs that were going on ABC at that time. And then they went to January 6th, 1982. So for this one. Okay. So on this one, Bill and Ralph must track down a group of gun runners while dealing with the plague threat. Oh, wow. This was directed by Arnold Lavin, who you remember directed a few episodes early on of The Secrets of ISIS. So he came back to direct this episode. Stephen J. Cannell and Rudolph Borchardt, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But his name is Rudolph Borchardt. Yeah, I kind of laughed at that when I saw that name. I'm like, the reindeer just wrote a story. Um, this brought back, of course, Cat, Culp, Celica, Grant, Perret. It brought Jeff Cooper, an actor who played Rio Crocker. Arthur Rosenberg played Dr. Kelly. Of course, Jesse DeGoins as Siler. It brought back William Bogart, who plays Les Carlisle. Hank Salas as Cadre Man. Agent Jeff Sharp was played by Harry Johnson. And yeah, and then a lot of other actors. So very cool, very cool. Okay. All right, now we'll take a look at the trivia. Okay, for this episode, it says the general in charge is imitating George C. Scott's performance in Patton with the gruffy voice and references to reincarnation. Ooh, nice. Okay. And there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, there's a few goofs in this one. In continuity, the final fight scene has Ralph, sometimes with the deadly test tube in one hand, sometimes not. Okay. And a factual error, Ralph and Bill are worried they contracted smallpox. Now, smallpox vaccines were given until 1972, so both are old enough where they would have received the vaccine as children, so they should have nothing to worry about. And here's a few revealing mistakes. Now, when Bill enters the hotel room in the town of Fault Line for the first time, he is going into room 127. A few seconds later, Pam and Ralph enter room 127, but their room is supposed to be across the parking lot from Bill's. When Ralph catches up to Bill after he's been thrown from the helicopter, you can see that Ralph's cape is actually a parachute. You can even see the mini chute that activates the main chute attached to Ralph's right leg. The helicopter pilot radios that he is holding at 10,000 feet. At that altitude, the air temperature is approximately 23 degrees Fahrenheit. The helicopter is hovering with all the doors open, and the personnel are only wearing short sleeve shirts. No one acts cold, and no breath of vapors are visible. After Ralph clears the perimeter fence of the militant's base, ground censored landmines go off, and Ralph jumps around to avoid getting blown up. In one shot of Ralph getting ready to jump an exploding landmine, Ralph is a brunette haired stuntman with thick brown eyebrows wearing an oversized blonde wig. And then there's one plot hole. Ralph, Bill, and Pam all ride in a car together, with the two men worrying about possibly contracting smallpox. For some reason, Pam isn't worried about herself contracting it, being in close quarters together like that. Oh, that's weird. Okay, now we have the quotes. And there's just two. Pam says, "Let's go watch cartoons." And then Ralph and Bill. Ralph looking at Maxwell's novelty t-shirt. "Happiness is a warm pistol. That's a nice piece of American trivia." Bill Maxwell says, "Yeah, isn't that terrible? I told them pistola, and they let the A off, the creeps." Oh man. Okay. And then there's one made up song besides the theme song, believe it or not. There's a made up song that was created for this episode by Stephen Geyer, performed by Joey, called "Don't Let Me Down." Don't let me down. I think that's a cover of the ELO song. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. Okay. Now the filming location where Bill and Ralph take a left onto Del Val, which is entering the fault line sign that is visible. That was at Del Val Road and Hazley Canyon Road in the town of Castaic, which is off the I-5 freeway in California. Yeah, my parents and myself and my family have been there. My brother and sisters, all six of us. Yeah, we stopped in Castaic for gas. We know where that sign is. So, well, it doesn't say fault line, but there's a sign there. So, yeah, we've been there before. That's so cool. Alrighty. Okay, so as I said, this episode, here we go, we'll close it for now. Okay, that's special weather. Yeah, and Curtis, just go on your local Reddit and hi to JPR. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so that was a 7.4 out of 10, and I have to say it's a pretty decent episode. Um, it's about, the a possible infection, going around the city and whatever. Of course, we all knew about the infection that we dare not to name that affected the entire world, which was on a worse, larger scale. But for this episode, it was done pretty well. And even though there were a few of those mistakes, I don't think it was done badly. I thought it was done pretty well. So for me, I probably gave it a C plus. So the first one I gave a C, this one I gave a C plus, and I say about 3.8 out of 5. It was decent. It was a decent episode. So, okay. So let's go ahead and mention what we're doing for next week, and then we'll mention what we're doing for tomorrow for the A team. So, yeah, let's go back here and okay. All right. So for next Wednesday, let's go here. Okay. So next Wednesday, we're still on season 2 and we're doing episodes 9 and 10. And episode 9 is going to be called Train of Thought, and the other one is going to be called Now You See It. So Train of Thought and Now You See It. Those will be the next two episodes for next Wednesday. Now we'll move on to our 18 episodes tomorrow. Let you know which ones those are. Just have to get to the 18 here real quick. I believe that's episodes 7 and 8 of season 2 for that one too. So take a look. Let's see here. Yes, it is. Because we did the two parts last week of the When You Coming Back Range Rider Part 1 and 2. Yeah, we did that as episode 5 and 6. So this next week, or tomorrow, sorry, tomorrow will be uh, A-Team Season 2, Episode 7 and Episode 8. The Season 2 Episode 7, is the Taxi Cab Wars. That's top rated. And yes, it was a very good episode. And then Episode 8 will be Labor Pains. So one is the Taxi Cab Wars, and the next one is Labor Pains. So that is tomorrow. And then the other two episodes I mentioned, Train of Thought and Now You See It, are for next Wednesday. We're all set there. Okay. Oh, yeah, gorilla. 23 degrees Fahrenheit is speedo weather. I agree, kind of, yes, because I can get through on cold weather now. I'm imbued with cold weather immunity now, gorilla. Being here for 7 years, yeah, I'm used to it. I hear there are local singles looking for you. The internet went live, right? LOL. Oh, Brad. Oh, Brad. Yeah. Well, anyway, so you got my reviews and my grades today for the reviews of The Greatest American Hero. And like we said, next week we got uh, episodes 9 and 10 of that, and we have tomorrow episodes 7 and 8, season 2 of the 18th. And then don't forget Gorilla and some of our family. If you want to come by later that evening at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Central for you, Gorilla, for uh, Raquel and Moira Kitty's watch party of Speed. That'll be tomorrow. And then don't forget Resolute Terms Nerd Roundtable before then, which he'll start at, I believe, 5 o'clock his time, 8 o'clock my time, Eastern, 7 o'clock Central on Thursday. And then, let's see. Right, and 18 tomorrow, again, as I said, will be between 12:30 and 1. So check your listings, make sure you check your notifications, because I could start any time between that time frame. Okay, from now on. As I said, if I'm awake before 12:30, it'll usually be at 12:30. If I'm awake after 12:30, I'll usually wait till 1 o'clock and then I'll do it. So it's gonna be between those two time frames. Just keep checking your notifications. Make sure when you see the notification on button, you hit it so it says notify, or sorry, I'm saying that reverse. When you see the notification notify me, you hit that and it'll say notification on. That way it'll tell you when the event is coming up. Okay. I try to give you guys enough time, but sometimes when I get very close to the time, I just go right online. That way you guys know it too. Because if you got all notifications set when you subscribe, and you also hit the like today on the video. Don't forget to share and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We only have 4 away from 200, and we can do a bonus uh screen live stream anytime once we reach that 200 mark to celebrate all 200 of our subscribers. So let your friends know, let your family know, let your acquaintances know, anybody you know at all that you're friends with, tell them. Just need 4 more. Just 4 more. That's all we need. Okay. Let's see. So Curtis says, LOL, Gorillas, Random Thoughts, and Brad Wolf. And Anchorman says, Yoy. Hi, Anchorman. Anchorman, good to see you, brother. And Brad says, hello, Anchorman, Anchorman. Yes, Anchorman was a very wonderful panelist for us last night. So thank you, Anchorman, again for doing that for us and for being there. Appreciate your presence and helping me and Dan and Jay Aldrich out last night. So thank you, sir. And Miss Raquel, too. Yes. Oh, and yeah, Brad says, I appreciate your heads up, Mikey. I don't always catch it, but I still appreciate your efforts. Just doing the best I can, Brad, and I appreciate you for saying that. So thank you. Thank you. That's very much appreciated, definitely. So thank you, yes. I do the best I can. That's all, you know, we're not supermen, we're not superwomen. We're just doing the best we can with what we got. You know, we do what we can and we try the best we can and try to put out the best content we can. So that all you men and women can enjoy it, have some fun. If you want to bring your kids by, they can have fun. It's all about it's all about you out there. It's not just about us as YouTube creators. We do what we can to appease everyone and have some fun, but it's all about you folks out there. You have the power of voting. You are the ones that tell us if you want our channels to succeed by subscribing. And then if you want the video to be shared among others, you hit the like button. That's what you do. And it does. It's not just about the algorithm, okay? YouTube algorithm, yeah, okay, fine. It's about the algorithm. But What it's more about is that you put the warmth of love and support and prayers into the heart of the creator themselves and the creators themselves, and it helps them. Believe me, they have rough lives just as much as you do, and they try to get through things. Plus, some of them actually work. Gorilla works, Resolute works, all of these people, and Raquel works, and all of them work. And you guys work. Curtis works, Brad works. I mean, everybody works, right? I mean, I'm the only one who's retired because I was able to, but I also had diabetes type 2. That doesn't help. So if I had been still working, which I would have been, I would have still been working. I would have died on the job. That's it. We wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even be talking. This would never exist. Probably in a parallel universe, it doesn't exist. The person you're probably listening to in a parallel universe or a mirror universe, right, Gorilla? Hint, hint. Would be somebody else. This would not be me. This would be somebody else standing here telling you and all this. Right. And probably different. So be thankful in the universe that you live in. Right, exactly. Okay. Uh oh, thank you, Anchorman, Anchorman. I'm glad that I'm all right. Thank you. And oh, Anchorman says review the Cleveland show. Got 3 new songs uploaded. Gorilla says, "Oh, that is awesome." Yeah, thank you. I will review the Cleveland show next year. Thank you, Anchorman. You know what? I will keep that in mind as a suggestion. Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, Cleveland's good. Family Guy is just overdone. I think way too many people have overdone Family Guy and they've overdone Simpsons. I think the Cleveland show has been underrated a lot. Bob's Burgers, yeah, I could do that too. There's more than a few. Yeah, there's more than a few. As I said, one of the reasons I love to do Red Dwarf, there isn't hardly anybody out there in YouTube land that's doing Red Dwarf. Nobody that I know of. No. Some of them are okay. Some of them are doing compilations of it. Like to put in, here's all season one. That's 6 episodes. How hard is that? 6 episodes. Then you have like season two, 6 episodes. I'm just saying. I'm trying to put it out there. The information I have available, 2 episodes every Monday, letting you know exactly what's in it, reading through the quotes that are available. I love using IMDb. And again, I'll say that I know they're not the most reliable. They don't always have the most information, and they're usually incomplete. But I still like to use it because it's good research and it helps me, you know. And if I have to look up anything extra, that's why I have you guys and gals to let me know about any additional information I may not have known about the show I do. And I can always look it up, through YouTube and check other resources and, like Wikipedia and things like that, and I can look it up and see what other information I don't know, and then just put it out there. So Anchorman says, "I'm glad you're alive." Oh, thanks. And Cleveland R2D2. Yes. Oh, that's why I do the Waltons. Yes, Gorilla. Gorilla is wonderful. There's 9 seasons of the Waltons. Right, Gorilla? If I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong. I believe there's about 9 seasons of the Waltons. There's some Waltons movies that came out. Gorilla really wanted to know about the show, and he put it out there, and he said, "Look, I'm doing the Waltons. I need someone to help." Resolute Term answered the call. PvP answered the call. Then I answered the call because I love the Waltons. I'm on any other shows besides Waltons. I did grow up with Little House on the Prairie. I grew up with, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. All these other like Western, type shows, things like that. I grew up with all of that. Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Big Valley. Among others, Rawhide. Even I love those shows. F Troop, stuff like that. But what I loved is that they were wholesome, good writing, some really important topics that were out there. Hell, even Happy Days was awesome because it addressed current everyday issues that would have been going on in the 50s and even now. Does that scare you? That even stuff that is going on right now was covered in the Happy Days about 50 years ago? Yeah. That's real. Okay, that's real. I don't, and as far as the Simpsons go, the Simpsons can predict the future. Well, I don't think so. Okay, but I think it's coincidence. And secondly, these people have no idea. They've been writing for what's going on now, but they have no idea about what happened back then. They really don't. And some of them think they think they're intelligent. No, I'm sorry, you're not. Same with Family Guy. Nope, you're idiots. Okay. Yeah. Now Seth MacFarlane might be a manipulative Bostage, but at least he knows what he's doing, right? So, and some of the Simpsons guys know what they're doing, and then some of the people from you know, the of the Hill, right? That the Hill series there, Hank Hill and yeah, they knew what they were doing. So, let's see here. Yeah, Cleveland Jr. as a baby is hilarious. Yeah, I'm right by Walnut Grove. Gorilla, cool. Jim needs subs. Yes, he does. He's got almost 8,000, Gorilla. um, Anchorman says, would you ever watch George Woodville? I might try it. Anchorman says, is Seth a good guy? Well, eh, he came from a musical background, right? His parents, I guess, into musicals and you know swing, big bands, things like that. So Seth is comes from that kind of background, and he did show up on Star Trek occasionally. So Enterprise, yeah. So he's with Bakula, and Scott Bakula and Blaylock, yeah. Seth was on there a few times, so he's been on Enterprise. So he can't be a bad guy if he's been on Star Trek, right? I mean, yes, and he does Ted. He did a good Ted. He did a good Ted the first one. Meh on the second one. I'll never watch the third one, but I did enjoy Sam Jones on those movies, though, and I worked with Sam Jones, so yeah. So I would probably see those films just because of Sam Jones, mostly. Uh, Not Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is a freak show. I'm sorry. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. Never have, never will, but that's okay. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. Okay, I'm done ranting. All right, so let's go ahead and say our last prayer, and then we'll head on out here like a woman who just found out that her boyfriend after prom night is not what he seems to be. Ooh, hint, hint. Okay, so in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful thing we call social media. We appreciate all of our friends and family of the family community that come here to enjoy themselves for an hour or so, or sometimes 2 hours, depending on what the time frame is. They just want to escape from the cruel world that you have that's going on out there around you, Lord. And hopefully, you and your beloved Son Jesus Christ, as well as the Virgin Blessed Mary, and of course the Holy Spirit, can help us all to become better persons every day and to watch over our fellow man. Um, Also, please, Lord, uh, if it's your will, let me have a very good birthday with my wonderful, beautiful wife, Suzanne, along with my two wonderful kitty cats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu, and with all my friends that I know, not just on YouTube, but everywhere else that I know in the world. So for all that, Lord, I ask and pray. Amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So thank you everyone for being here today. I'm sorry it was such an early start, but I thought I had a lot to go through, and apparently it was just very short, quick episodes today. But I did want to express my thank you from both myself and Suzanne and the kitty cats. I want to express a sincere thank you to all of you for supporting this channel, for bringing it to where it is right now. Because believe me, without any of you to help, this would not be possible. We would not exist today. And by the way, the sponsor of today's episode is the Irish. Woohoo! Tomorrow it'll be the Scottish, but today it's the Irish. Whee! So to the entire country of Ireland and Dublin and Guinness. It's all for you today. All right. So let's thank Anchorman, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. We have scroll in. Superman. Gotcha, Gorilla. Brad Wolf '07, Curtis Selby, the Tired Midnight Blogger, and Connie Cleary, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Make sure you're checking out everyone I'm mentioning today, all their channels represented. JPRPH1. Make sure you go to all their channels, subscribe, hit the likes. All right. And that is everybody. Yes, I do appreciate. Yes, I do. I appreciate everybody. Yeah. And you're welcome, Mikey. Happy to support you, my friend. And I do appreciate you, Anchorman, and Blue. So, yeah, I mean, everybody we know. Absolutely. So, we do have 7 likes. I love that. Thank you so much. And 7 people watching. Love that too. A good lucky number is 7, also 11. Oh, and 13 between the two of us because we have 13 in our apartment number. We've got 13 in my sister Bernadette and her husband Steve and Dylan, our nephew. Their number is the same as ours. It's weird, bizarre, right? Yeah. So for everyone today, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully between 12:30 and 1, if not right up at the top of the hour at 1 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Either way, it'll be covering within that time frame, depending on when I get up tomorrow. Because I don't have a lot to do today. I'm going to be resting a lot today. So just going through my playlist and everything. But tomorrow I do have a lot to go on. So I'm going to try to get as much rest as I can today. So anyway, thank you again, everyone. And as our wonderful rest in peace, Gene Siskel, who was part of the Chicago Sun-Times, was a great father to his kids and and a great husband to his wife, and he loved telling people the honest truth about movies, being a great critic, and of course he wore those big, heavy glasses, the horn-rimmed ones. I think I really enjoyed that as a nerd myself growing up. So, on behalf of him, the aisle's now closed. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow at between 12:30 and 1 Eastern. I won't say a set time, so between that time frame on the MikeySuzeFour channel. And guess what? Peace! See you all soon.